Welcome back to the channel, guys, and today we are going to be installing a Zappi EV charger. Now we're going to be putting in the white and grey version. This house here is the property having the charger installed. As you can see, we've got our supply cupboard open at the front. There is going to be a small consumer unit with surge protection going next door to that. We're going to be connecting that in through some Henley blocks, taking a new supply to that consumer unit, running the cable round at low level around the side of the property, and we're going to be putting an EV charger here. So the customer's got a new car coming in July. She wants it done prior to that, so we're going to get that done today. Should be a nice job. So first things first, we're going to get the materials out of the van, and we're obviously going to have a look at where we're going to put this consumer unit and where it's going to look the best and where it's going to look the most tidiest, I guess. So let's do that now. She's just inside making me a coffee. Lucky me, because it's absolutely freezing this morning. Right, let's get the gear out of the van. Cable, Henley blocks, we've got the Zappi charger. We're going to be using the BG IP rated board with the surge protection kit in it. You can see it all in there. Now BG do a black surge protection EV charger board pre-made. However, we've gone for the white charger. Property's white, and we are going to be putting it next to the DNO cupboard, which is also white. So we have built it ourselves, basically made exactly the same unit, but we've used the original white sort of IP rated board, which is basically the garage board, what BG do. It is the same one that they do in black for the EV chargers, but we're going to be constructing it ourselves today, just so the customer can have a white one, exactly what she wants. Right, so we are at the cupboard. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be isolating this main switch power here. Then we're going to be taking the tails that feed the consumer unit inside out. We're going to be putting two Henley blocks in, connecting those tails back into those Henley blocks, taking a feed from the Henley blocks to the isolator, and then taking the power that's going to be in our new consumer unit, which is there. We're going to be taking a feed through the back of that, bringing it into the box here, and then we're obviously going to be connecting that into the Henley block as well. So this will still isolate everything in the property in one go, but it will also provide us power back to the property again, and also into the car charging point. Car charging point consumer unit is going to go there with surge protection in it. It's going to run in an SWA down just behind that bush, above the top of the gas meter, around the corner, and then on that wall there, and that's where we're going to have our car charger. So let's go ahead and start installing this, drilling some holes, and get our tails pulled in. Right, we're going to go ahead and get this consumer unit mounted up, or we're going to get it on the wall. We're going to mark it out for where it needs to be fixed. We need to put a grommet in here. We've cut out a 32mm hole, so we're going to be putting a grommet in there, bringing the tails and the earth through there. It's going to go through the wall into the DNO cupboard. Just going to get it marked up first. We're obviously going to silicone the back of this like we would usually do with a socket or anything outside. Right, as you can see, we've got a 32mm hole there, and we've got this blind grommet, which we're going to get in. Quite difficult by the feel of it, because it's one of the fire rated ones, so they're like really stiff. Cool, yeah, it is hard work. Right, blind grommet is in. Obviously I'm going to be taking that center out of that there to bring the cables through. I'll leave it like that for the time being. We'll get it fixed up. We'll do that now. Right, that's the consumer unit in place. Obviously we need to get it fixed. So we're going to use the Marksman pen here. 1, 2, 4. Do that one again. Gives us 4 markings. Let's get those drilled out. Okay, there we go. I don't know if you can see that on there, but that's bang on the bubble. I am going to get some silicone in down in behind. Right. I'll leave that for now. We're not going to do any second fixing on this just yet. Right, so this is our Zappi car charger. We've gone for the untethered version. This is our anti-tamper kit here. That is part of it. Just a little bit stiff. There we go, opened up. Right, so this is our fixing template. This is quite handy. Obviously this just comes away from the cardboard here on the bottom. You can either slice it with a Stanley knife or it should just rip off quite easily. Pop that up on the wall and it gives you, obviously if you're having rear entry there, otherwise obviously if you're glanding into the bottom, you don't use that. You're just glanding in a similar sort of area, but we'll use that. It's quite handy. This is all stuff for the product registration, so we'll keep all that nice and safe. There's no wind today, so it should be safe there. I think that's the user guide. Oh, that's the quick install guide. I don't think we're going to need that. Done enough of these. All right, there's our white bezel for the front. Some fixings, and then the charger unit. And here is our charger. So this is the Zappi. Probably seen 100 of these before, but this is the Zappi. Probably my preferred car charger to install. We've installed quite a lot in all fairness, but this is definitely my preferred one. Let's get this out, get the template up on the wall, get some fixings in, and then mount it up. Take the cover off first, obviously. We're going to do that now. Let's get rid of all this cardboard.
Yeah, I gotta catch her up to speed. She already know me. Wanna drink, let's have sex on the beach. And we can keep this party going to the evening. Whoa. And she's just one of a kind. And she playing with my mind. Let us do it one more time. And make things right tonight. Cause you a maniac, maniac on the floor. She's a maniac. And I know that you wanna do it so much more. Oh yeah, she's a maniac, maniac on the floor. Let's keep it tight tonight, feeling alright. Oh yeah, baby, baby, jump on me, whoa. Driving around in the city, everything is so bright and so pretty.
Right, so this is the anti-tamper kit. As you can see here, it comes in this little box. Tamper retrofit installation guide. Again, done this quite a few times. Straightforward, pop into there so you hear it click, and then there's a couple of little guide holes there, and then this little clamp sits over the back there. That's that in place. As easy as that to install. So that obviously just gets popped in after. So that's done. Holes cut out for the armored gland. Still got to run the cable, but the EV charger is up on the wall. It's nice and solid, so we're happy with that. As you can see, a little bit of silicone there, tiny little bit of silicone down there. I don't know if you can see that on just where it touches the wall, basically, just to stop any water ingress at all. Right guys, it's actually extremely difficult to film and do this job on my own. Usually I'd have a spare set of hands with me. Today I haven't got that, and also I just don't seem to have it anywhere to sort of mount anything to film it. So I'm sort of having to press on, get the job done, which is obviously the most important thing. As you can see, this cable has been clipped. 2 levels there, laser levels. I've got this one here, which is the 12-volt battery rechargeable one, red lasers. And this one here, which is the green laser that just takes the AA batteries. Neither of them are showing up in this light. So I've had to use the old scored, even though I had this relic in the van. Look at it. But it's still got a bubble in it, so it works So yeah, these are up on the level. Got to go around this corner now. I've got a bit of a tight bend here, obviously. Across the top and then into our new surge protected CU over there. So I'm going to get ahead and do that. If I can film this bit, because I've probably got somewhere I can put the phone, I will do, but if not, I'll show you after. Hopefully I'll be able to show you it.
Cause you a maniac, maniac on the floor. She's a maniac, and I know that you wanna do it so much more. She's a maniac, oh yeah, she's a maniac, maniac on the floor. She's a maniac. Let's keep it tight tonight, feeling alright, yeah. Baby, jump on me, oh.
Right, so we are at the point where we are connecting in the Zappi. Still got to do the fly lead for the banjo. Let's just... It's very hard one-handed, I'll be honest with you. But I can get it done if I try really hard. Ferruling off these ends just so they hold better in the terminals, because I will push fits in the Zappi. So crimp that down nice and tight. It's I always like to do too. Like I said, it's extremely hard doing this one-handed, but I'm trying to show everything I'm doing. So let's get a hand and just do it. Okay, nice and locked in, locked in, locked in. That's all three. Still need to identify them, which I'll do up here. Obviously I don't need to do this one, but I will identify the neutral and the earth. As you can see, they are all in the correct terminals. So that is in. I'll identify them now. I am going to put a banjo fly lead up through here and then connect into here just somewhere. I'm going to make that up in a minute. But there you can see that's us in and along the wall. I'll do that bit now and I'll show you it once it's done. Right, so as I said before, we've got our anti-tamper kit installed here. Live neutral and earth. Ferrule crimp them all just because they get that better bite in there. We've put a fly lead in on the banjo up to this block here, which is all tightened up. As you can see, just coming in underneath there. Identification on the cables, and now we're going to get this cover plate back on. Lovely job. That is the install complete. We've obviously split the load here, put it into two Henley blocks. This is the original tails. These are new, and obviously these are new. This is a new earth here, which we've obviously taken in through the PME setup. Obviously to us electricians, TNCS, but yeah, that closed. We've then got our surge protection, our main switch, our 32 amp MCB for the surge protection device, and then our RCB out. We've got a B40 there. Now this is obviously IP rated board. I've sealed it down the back with silicone, and then underneath we are glanded in, and the banjo's on there. So it's cleated around, all the way around, and then to our charger, which you can see is currently on. We need to set the correct time and date on it. We've just tested it, we've just powered it all up, but I haven't done any of the date settings on it yet. There's a few settings that I need to set on it, but that is our Zappi car charger tool, 7.2 kilowatt Zappi. There we have it. Hi guys, thanks for watching. I'm really sorry that this video was a little bit cut short and I couldn't show you everything, but unfortunately the weather's been against us. I had no one here to hold the camera, and it was just one of those jobs where I just couldn't really mount the camera anywhere for it to be filming, so I've had to show you a bit at a time. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. But before I go, I just wanted to say again, thanks for all the likes and comments and views. If you could hit that subscribe button and press that like button, that would be much appreciated. Thanks guys, see you on the next one.